All right, let's talk about franchises. I know you're probably thinking right away, I know what that is. I know what McDonald's is. This is going to be boring. I want to explain what this really is and how you can actually do it if you decide to go down this route. But I want to explain what this actually is, right? So let's imagine me and you, me and Matt, start a hot dog stand, right? We have a hot dog cart. It can be called Sharks Hot Dogs, right? So we have a cart and we're selling hot dogs and we have it in a good location, right? We got like a permit from the city, blah, blah, blah. And it's going good, right? We're selling a lot of hot dogs. We're selling a lot of hot dogs. We're selling a lot of hot dogs. So then we say, hey, there's also another busy area in town where we can have another stand. Why don't we make more money, right? We're making 10,000 bucks a month, 20,000 bucks a month. Why don't we open up another location? So we open up another location, right? Because we have money, we're making money. So now we have two hot dog stands, right? We have two hot dog stands. So we continue making money and it's going very well. And then we do a little bit of marketing in town, right? Like we target people on Instagram in our city only, maybe only in that area, because this is a physical locations where these are physical locations where we are selling a product. So it's going very good. The product is really good. So people start talking about it, right? Business is going very well. You're never going to have a franchise. You're never going to build a franchise. There's never a franchise on this planet Earth that's a franchise where the product wasn't good, where sales weren't good, right? So this has to work. So this is getting super popular, right? It's getting super popular. Let's just say we're making 20K a month. We're making 20K a month. All right, 20K a month. And we have two of these, right? So 10K a month each, right? So now what happens is that the brand is getting a little popular. The brand is getting a little popular, right? So we know the concept works and we have a little brand, right? So the concept works, the product is good, and now we have a little brand. So what is our option? We can open up more hot dog stands and get into this whole cluster of shit with tons of different locations, which is fine. It's a different business model of just growing your own locations, or you can franchise it. So what does franchising exactly look like? It looks like this. What you're actually doing when you have a franchise is you're selling a brand. You're selling a brand. You're selling the name. You're selling the brand. You're selling Sharks hot dogs because everybody knows them. Subway, right? McDonald's. You see Subway somewhere, you know exactly what it is. So we have done the branding. We have put in the legwork. We've done everything, right? We built a name for ourselves. We have our little logo. People recognize it. So we did all of the hard work in the beginning. So what somebody's going to do is pay us for that so they don't have to do the marketing. So they don't have to do the legwork. They're going to stand there and make money. In order for them to do that, they're going to pay you. They are going to pay you. So what does that look like when they pay you? So we want to open up another cart. Maybe the 100K is a bad example because we're only making 20K. But as an example, somebody's going to pay you, let's take Subway as an example, 100K. You can start a franchise, let's say for 100K, Subway. What does Subway actually do when you become a franchisee? Subway will give you the equipment and the branding, right? And the location. So they have to have everything on par with the brand. So you pay 100K. For the 100K, you are buying the equipment. You're buying everything. You're buying the machines, the soda machine. You're buying the trays, the table, everything back kitchen, the ovens for the hot sandwiches, whatever else the hell they have that you can buy. That's what you are buying. That is what you are buying. And you have to pay your own rent for the location, right? That's something that you negotiate with them, but just at a high level, you are buying all the crap you need inside of Subway. And they send you the posters and promotions and all this crap, right? So that is what you pay to open up a Subway. And then you will pay, as an example, depending on what you negotiate, depending on which franchise it is. And if it's your franchise, if it's your hot dogs, you'll say, I'll set you up with a hot dog cart for 100K. So I'm going to give you the cart. I'm going to give you the brand, which has a lot of value. Because this little crap alone, like Auntie Anne's pretzels, the hot dogs, that's a little shop. I don't need to pay all this money. I can start that crap on my own. No, you're paying for the name. So why the hell would you pay 100K? And this is, it would be cheaper. But depending on the brand, depending on how big it is, you never know. So why the hell would I pay 100K? Because I am paying for the brand. I don't have to do shit. I don't have to do shit. I'm going to stand there. People are going to see Sharks hot dogs and buy it. So I paid 100 grand. And then on top of that, I am paying 15% a month off of total sales. That's a franchise. McDonald's, you buy McDonald's, I think it's like 500K franchise fee. I'm not sure. Depending on the location, those are all variables. But let's just say 500K, you get the store. And then 15% off of all sales. So McDonald's doesn't have to do anything. So that's a franchise game, right? You still have bosses as a franchisee, right? Like you become a part of a corporation. I'm not going to get into the details about, once a year going to the conference of franchisees and like all this stuff and marketing and promotions and things that they do. Those are like little details that just come as a part of the package. But just so you understand, if you want to franchise out something that you have done, if you have a little pizza store, right? This is what that will look like. What you can do is definitely mess up this. If you have a great business and you want to franchise it and you want to expand, you can absolutely screw this up. You can grow too fast, especially if you're growing your own restaurants, your own car washes, right? You can expand too fast. You can expand too fast and not make any money off of it. Why? Because the franchisee is not going to make money. Some businesses just don't work the same. That's why you see stores across America close, right? Like Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond was one of my customers for their website. And, 100 stores are closing. And then all of their stores closed. I think they went bankrupt. It's not because of me. I guarantee you that. But, just the business is not doing good. Right? So sometimes people close locations. So growing too fast, and this is not something you have to worry about now or in the near future, but just so you understand, right? This is also education on top of us trying to make a bunch of money. This is also just education. So, when somebody mentions franchise, you know what it is, right? You have to invest money. You have to buy the brand. You have to buy the equipment and you buy that from the company. And then you're going to have a percentage that you pay monthly, right? So this is what you're going to do, or this is what you're going to buy and pay for, right? If you're the franchisee, you're going to offer this. You can have a little freaking dog bath and haircut company with like little vans. Franchise, right? But this is what you're going to do, or this is what you're going to pay. This is just an idea. We're not going to get into franchises anymore, but this is something, just this much detail is probably something you never learned in college. Once again, I have a business management degree. I didn't learn any of this crap. All right, let's go to the next lesson.